I'm prior military. I have been in Bosnia, Herzegovina, Panama, been up in the forefronts of Russia, worked for the State Department, Iraq. I'm gonna tell you something. If this don't prove nothing to you before I say anything else, look at this. See that? I've been around the block a couple of times. And I don't blame them people for trying to kill me when I was overseas. I don't blame them at all. Not for 1 second. It's coming. Keep your head up. Make sure your head's straight. Keep your head on the swivel. Find some Jesus, Holy Spirit, whatever it is. Find some God. We're stepping into something that's never been seen before. And this is the test of the time. All right? Maybe y'all get this. We had a president, so-called president, that is stepping up, wanting to take everything from us. People want to know, when should we do something? When should we do something? Let's stand up. Let's stand up. I'm going to tell you when to stand up and be ready. You need to be ready right now. Put your provisions to the side. The most alarming thing should happen when these phones cut off right here. When they shut off, it's the glory time. When these little phones shut off, it's time to get with the program. They don't want us to have any communication. They've listened to us. They're watching us. They know who we are. And I'm ready to die for the valor of God. When these little things shut off, you better hunker, stand strong, pray. We're never getting out of life alive. So stand up and be there when these little things shut off. So, there you go, my friends. You got it.
So let's get something straight here. Joe Biden just signed an executive order saying by November 1st, if veterans are not vaccinated, we can no longer get any health care through the VA. So let's discuss this a little. As a veteran and a combat soldier, there's certain things you do to prep your enemy for when you're about to attack. And basically what it boils down to is you make life harder for them. We've got farmers getting paid to mow over their crops right now, so that's the food part. We're threatening a bunch of workers that if you don't get vaccinated, you're gonna lose your job. So there's the financial part. You mysteriously arm another country with $85 billion worth of equipment, which gives you a pretty formidable opponent to go against. You mandate all active duty members get vaccinated, or you get kicked out. Basically, what it is you make them an offer they can't refuse. You cut off our import of certain ammunitions for certain weapon systems from Russia, which there's the means of self-defense. You start paying everybody that's playing your little game so that they'll think it's good. And there's the almighty dollar right there. It's kind of ironic I'm making this video right now. And oh yeah, by the way, speaking of that, because of that video I put up, you silence people from being patriotic. You call people that are considered patriotic terrorists. So now you're putting a label on us and identifying us as a threat. Are y'all fucking listening yet? I'm praying to the gods that this does not develop into something even worse. This country is the greatest country in the world. But this happening in the last 7 to 8 months, this is an extreme amount of pressure. Everybody heard what's going on with Australia. So I'm pretty sure if one country can do it, so can the rest of them. And the sad thing is I'm just as pissed off as everybody else. And not because it's happening, because we're letting it happen. But everybody knows where that leads. None of us want that. Please, we don't. So let's all stand up together and do something about this. because it ain't gonna get any better. You know it. This is the Colonel, out here.
This is a war. You ain't touching my kid. I don't care what excuse you think. They lied to one of these guys at the board, and they said that he was drunk at the school and he was giving their kids off-the-counter medication or something like that. They had Child Protective Services show up at that guy's house. They took his kid away from him. That's the next step. They're going to try to use CPS to come after you and your children by saying that you're not providing a safe health condition. You didn't let your kid get the vax. Your kid is around an unvaccinated person, around an infected person. That's coming next, folks. That's exactly what they're going to do. Are you going to fight then? Are you going to grab your Second Amendment rights and start using it then? I am. I'm telling you right now, I ain't playing no games. When I said you pissed off the wrong soldier, you pissed off the wrong soldier. This is a war. This war is being fought in this country right now.
They're coming after us. That's all there is to it. You're prepared. I'm prepared. Stay prepared. Keep your shit together. Okay? There's a shitload of them, and there's a shitload of us. We got sniper rifles. We've got the element of surprise. Check your ammunition. Check your food. Check your clothing. Be prepared to get wet and fucking miserable, because winter's coming on. If you're communicating with any kind of radios whatsoever, you're going to have to move. You're going to have to move your entire camp, because they can pick it up and they'll come after you. Stay vigilant, stay alert, stay alive. Like I said, when all else fails and the shit's so deep that you think you're gonna fucking die and you think it's all over, that's when you gotta get mean. You gotta get mad dog fucking mean. Otherwise you're not gonna survive. Be prepared to be uncomfortable for a long time. This is America we're talking about. This is the Constitution we're talking about. I'm not giving it up. I'll die before I give it up. You gotta think the same way. You gotta be bigger, stronger, and better than them. Okay? We can pick them apart. 1 man at a time, 5 men at a time. And keep plugging away. And eventually, we will win. We will take over. Don't give up the fight. Don't freak out. We have to fight.